Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy coming at you for another week in video game collecting. As you recently saw, I had a pretty good week picking up Earthbound for my nephew, but it didn't stop there and we're going to get right to it. From my friend Kimberly, if you're watching this, oh yeah, Sticks is misfortune. Anyways, we'll start with the, in chronological order, had a little quick trip to Value Village and I got what I like to call 2 for 1, because you're paying book for one, you're getting the second one free, really. 2 games, a Nintendo Entertainment System for $5.99, and that was Ghostbusters and Tiny Toon Adventures. Alright, so at first I thought it was going to be one of those weeks where, maybe it'll be a dry week. But, as you will see, it became an amazing week. Alright, so let's get to it. This box here, this entire box was 10 bucks. Load the box, 10 bucks, you're out the door. Alright, just gonna get this right off the bat. It's Empire Records, it's a DVD, good movie. Super Nintendo, we have Our Real Monsters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, Batman Forever, Battle Clash, The Amazing Spider-Man and X-Men, sorry. Bonkers, that has a little bit of sticker, but I can get that off. Super Street Fighter 2. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Super Adventure Island. F-Zero. For the PlayStation, we got Jurassic Park: The Lost World, Cleopatra's Fortune, Critical Depth. Sorry, I'm just going to pull out a bunch of cords here. Obviously, there's PlayStation cords in here for the PS1. I got a pair of Super Nintendo controllers. There was no Super Nintendo, which is kind of weird, but got all the PS1 stuff there. Got another game, just Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Classic. Another Super Nintendo controller. Getting all this stuff out of the way. Motorcross Mania. Now the PS1 controller. Obviously the power. Oops. Another classic controller there. And the highlight of the box was the PS1. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to open it one hand here. With the LCD screen. Alright, so that had the memory card. There's the LCD screen. And there's the Sony PS1. So, for 10 bucks, that was fantastic. Not complaining at all. Got all those Super Nintendo games, got all that other stuff. We're just gonna put that aside. Alright, move Empire Records over. Alright, the next lot we're gonna look at is honestly this lot right here. It's about to get really crazy. Alright, the total cost for that was $14.69. Now, in the back, I got about 30 records. That was about 10 cents a record, which was crazy. And then I was getting systems for like $3. Actually, this is a separate lot. $3. Right here, sorry about that, guys. $3, and then a couple games in there, right? So, in another record pickup video, you'll see what I got there. But that's a Nintendo Entertainment System action set complete in box. All right, moving along right here, we have for Xbox Godzilla Save the Earth, for Nintendo GameCube Worms Blast. As you can see, I'm not going to take it out because it's going to mess, but that's basically all the controllers and hookups for just the regular Xbox. There's 2 controllers there. And right here we have, PS2, just the fat boy and stuff. There's no instructions. However, the Nintendo Entertainment System there was complete. So in this, actually I was able to get a couple extra Nintendo controllers in there as well. A couple other things down here. Intellivision Lives and Cabela's Deer Hunt. Obviously you got your controller. Like I said, there's the Nintendo controllers in here. All the hookups. Why am I pulling it out right now? I don't know. There's a 8 megabyte card. There's a spare megabyte card still in the package. And then the bottom here, oh, I didn't even know this was in here. Just Atari 80 classic games in one. So it's kind of ironic. Maybe I'll talk to Atari Leaf, see if he likes this. So there's all that, okay? Now, that's just a whole ton of fun. And there's cords, as you can see, cords are all in there. All right, now the next part, I want to kind of thank Bretsky, he actually messaged me on Facebook and said, oh, I just went to go check out this guy's collection. Nothing I saw, but maybe you'll like something. All right, so I went and I talked to this guy, and I ended up getting all of this for about 36 bucks, and it ended up coming down to $2 a Super Nintendo game and 20 bucks for this item at the bottom here, which I will show you. All right, no particular order. A little bit damaged is War 2410. As you can see, there's some sticker damage there. This one here is Nobunga's Ambition. Now, wherever he got it, I think it was either, I don't know, someone a store or something, but someone was trying to sell it at 15 for one time, obviously a game store somewhere, and then he had no problem selling it to me for like $2. And then Tetris Attack, Tasmania, Wing Commander. Again, see, there's 15 bucks, but we all know that Wing Commander isn't worth that much. All right, got some games in the back here. We're back, a little bit dirty there. Top Gear. What's this? Eek the Cat. And the game that I saw that I'm surprised was there, but was the Peacekeepers. That's a little bit of a rare game. And for $2, that's awesome. Now, another thing that interested me was this item right here. It's a little bit dirty. This is actually tape. That's not a crack or anything. And I plugged it in and we hooked it up to a TV and it works. And there was a disc inside, which is Killing Time. And that's the Gold Star 3DO. All right. So to find this, I was interested because it's unusual, it's different. It's based off the Panasonic 3DO, but to get that, especially with Killing Time already in it, just the disc alone though. But for 20 bucks, that's fantastic. So 16 bucks there. That's awesome. You guys already saw this little epicness here for about 14 and change. And now we're gonna go to this, okay? I was just on our version of Craigslist, which is Kijiji, and I saw someone that had a lot, Super Nintendo lot for $100. In the lot, there was a couple games that interested me right away, and I messaged them. They got back to me today. I went for a quick ride out, and I picked it up. The guy's dad was there, and I kind of said, oh, would you do it for 80 and stuff? And he's like, yeah, no problem. I was like, okay. And I ended up picking up. All right, so Super Nintendo, as you can see, SNES. There's a Super Nintendo system right there. It has just one of your multicolor game pads. Just your regular SNES system with all the hookups, basic hookups. But we're going to look at the games. All right, now for 80 bucks, you're about to see that, yeah, it's you're paying 80 bucks, but is it worth it when you look at everything that I've gotten? And now I'm going to look at this. So I'm going to pull out these in random order. All right, first one is ESPN Sunday Night NFL. Okay, so you're probably like, wow. Okay, next game, Casper. All right, this one's a little bit of a rarer game to find, and also I've never played it yet, so I have no clue to tell you if it's good or not. But yeah, so now the value is going up in that $80 lot. All right, Beethoven, the Ultimate Canine Caper. No clue, I've never played this before in my life, and you're probably laughing right now. Paperboy 2, not bad, not bad. All right, here we go. Super Mario RPG. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. All right, this is, whoop, there you go, Mystical Ninja. We have Zombies Ate My Neighbors. All right, we have Super Slapshot. There we go. We have Final Fantasy 2. Batman Forever, Home Alone 2, oh yeah baby, Secret of Mana, Mario Paint, Donkey Kong Country, and Jurassic Park. All right, so in this here, 80 bucks. We're able to get Final Fantasy 2, Secret of Mana, Super Mario RPG, Casper, a couple other games like Zombies, etc. So when you think of it, 80 plus 14 and change, so we'll just say 95, plus 35, so 130, plus 10, 140, about 150 altogether. That's like an epic week. All right, so what are the highlights? Secret of Mana, Super Mario RPG, that Gold Star is pretty nice, Peacekeepers is pretty good, the PS1 with the LCD screen is pretty sweet, and yeah, it's been a good week. All right, hope you're all well, and hope you guys have all the best in your video game collection pickups, and we'll see you all soon.